I need to build a real-time feature in my web app where user actions are reflected instantly to all other users. I've heard about Firebase Realtime Database. Can you tell me more about it?
Firebase Realtime Database is a cloud-hosted NoSQL database offered by Google. It allows you to store and sync data between users in real time. This means when you update data in the database, all connected clients receive these updates instantly.
Interesting. How does it handle real-time data syncing?
The real-time database uses WebSockets, which provides a persistent connection between the client and the server. This allows for the instant transfer of data. When data changes, every connected client automatically receives the update within milliseconds.
How do I start using it in my JavaScript project?
First, you need to set up a Firebase project in the Firebase console. Then, you add Firebase to your web app by including the Firebase SDK. Here's a basic example.
What about reading and writing data?
To write data, you use the set method. Here's an example. For reading data, you listen for data events. For instance, the on value event triggers once with the initial data and again every time the data changes.
Does it provide any security or authentication features?
Yes, Firebase provides robust security rules. You can define who has access to what data, and validate data before it's written to your database. These rules are stored on the Firebase servers and are enforced automatically, at all times.
Can I query data in complex ways?
Firebase Realtime Database supports various querying capabilities. You can filter data by value, key, or even by child keys. However, it's not as powerful as traditional SQL queries, so it's ideal for simpler, real-time use cases.
How does it scale? What if my app grows?
Firebase Realtime Database scales well for most applications. However, for very large applications, Google recommends using Firestore, another database option in Firebase, which is more scalable and offers additional features like better querying capabilities and offline support.
And what about offline capabilities?
Firebase Realtime Database provides limited offline capabilities. It caches data on the client, and when the app regains connectivity, it syncs the changes. However, for more robust offline support, Firestore might be a better choice.
This sounds great for my project. Thanks for the detailed explanation.
You're welcome.